Peace be upon you. How are you all? Today's recipe is the delicious and unique crispy roll sandwich. It features amazing flavors that are truly special. Follow along with us for the method. We start with 400 grams of chopped chicken breast, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of mixed spices, and a teaspoon of paprika. Below the video, I'll put a link to a video on how to make the mixed spices in the easiest way with a very special blend. We mix all the spices with the chicken like this. We can let it marinate for an hour or two, or you can prepare it immediately. It can also be prepared from boiled chicken. Just separate the meat from the bones of the boiled chicken and continue the recipe as noted. As you've noticed, I've added a small piece of butter and a little olive oil, so the butter doesn't separate, giving us a unique taste and flavor. I add the chicken and stir. The chicken should be free of any liquids, and we start cooking it on high heat to retain all its juices inside. Chicken doesn't need a long time. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes to cook. Now, as you can see, we turn off the heat and add minced garlic to the pan. We can put it on the heat, and it can also be omitted for those who don't want to use it, but it gives a unique flavor. We mix the 2 cloves like this, set the chicken aside, and continue with the rest of the steps. Now let's prepare the special sauce, which includes a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of white pepper, a quarter or half a teaspoon of salt, 100 grams of butter, and 200 grams of hot sauce of any type you like and prefer to use always. Now I melt 100 grams of butter in the pan and add the hot sauce like this. This sauce is delicious and special, containing sweetness and sourness at the same time, and also a spicy flavor, combining a wonderful mix of flavors together. Now, we add the previously prepared spices and stir until it starts to boil for half a minute. After boiling, we reduce the heat and achieve this thickness for the special sauce that gives a wonderful flavor to this particular sandwich. We add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 large tablespoons of mayonnaise, and whisk it with a hand blender. As you can notice, this sauce is very delicious, but you can also replace it with buffalo sauce. Now we start with the crispy outer layer. We put 2 cups of breadcrumbs or ground bread, a teaspoon, and a half of paprika. You can also reduce the amount. Add half a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of salt, a small teaspoon of onion powder if available. Stir it like this to remove any lumps. Also add a teaspoon of garlic powder and half a teaspoon of thyme. This breadcrumb seasoning gives it a delicious, wonderful flavor. Now I have 3 eggs, add a pinch of pepper, a pinch of salt, and a quarter cup of liquid milk, and whisk it. Now we go to prepare the sandwich. I mix a little flour with a little water. This mixture is needed to seal the sandwich tightly, as you will see in the video. Now we add the chicken and also some fried potatoes. Then add the previously prepared sauce, or, as we said, you can replace it with buffalo sauce. Now, I place a slice of cheddar cheese. You can put from 1 slice to 1.5 slices of cheese per sandwich, but I was satisfied with putting 1 slice. Now place mozzarella cheese on top. This mix gives a very delicious, wonderful, and unique flavor. This sandwich has become incredibly popular in restaurants in recent years for its unique, delicious taste. The bread used here is tortilla bread. I close the bread like this. Seal it with the previously prepared water and flour mixture. Now we continue with the rest of the sandwich in this way. Now we come to the outer layer. I dip the sandwich in the egg and milk mixture, then transfer it to the breadcrumbs like this. We cover the sandwich like this. Now I cover the rest of the sandwiches too, and we fry them in oil. As for the oil, it should be hot but not too hot, so it doesn't take color quickly before the cheese melts inside. As you can see, we fry the sandwiches like this in a very simple and easy way, but the taste is very delicious, amazing, and wonderful. You must try it because its taste is very great, different from most sandwiches you've had before. It's crunchy and has many unique flavors that are irresistible. Now, after getting the desired color, if you want a lighter color, you can use breadcrumbs without paprika or reduce the amount of paprika in the breadcrumbs. But in general, these spices give a very delicious taste that you won't even find in restaurants. You must try it, and I promise it will be much better than any restaurant sandwich. Now, I serve the sauce on the side for dipping. Now we see the sandwich from the inside. A very delicious, wonderful, and unique sandwich with an amazing smell and taste beyond imagination. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with your loved ones.